Question 2. Have you ever made a wax replica of your private parts? Question 7. Are you sexually attracted to any of your wife's sisters?
Oh.
What is the truth? Have you ever had sexual relations with any of your wife's sisters?
Cringe Against Humanity is not about humanity.
Welcome back to Cringe Against Humanity. I'm Mr. Black, and with me today,
Tom Arrow.
And today we're going to be going over something that we know that you love and we love, but we also hate and we know that you hate to love. It's the moment of truth, yay!
Michael Greenland is a 32-year-old carpenter from St. Louis, Missouri. He is the youngest of 7 children. He has been married for 5 years and has 2 children.
Michael Greenland, this is your moment of truth.
All right, okay, so we could only find this episode in one place, and it has Spanish subs, and people have fast-forwarded through the bad bits. So thank you for that.
Also,
this was a highly requested episode, but I think this company that made this series has done their best to scrub it from existence. So this is the only version of this we could find, and as I said in the comments, we had it heavily requested. I don't have any clue about this. Have you seen this episode?
No.
Oh boy. Okay, so here we go. This is the Michael Greenland episode. Moment of truth!
Michael, welcome to the show.
Sexy strut?
Is that your sexy strut? Does that mean you're relaxed and ready to go?
No, I'm nervous as can be.
Is that right?
Shaking inside, dying.
You think you're going to be able to tell the truth in front of America tonight?
I have no choice, so yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, good.
I'm Hazel, his mom.
She's a nut.
I'm Amy, his wife. I'm Rachel, Mike's sister-in-law.
Ryan, Mike's brother-in-law.
Welcome, all 4 of you.
Fair enough.
Question 1.
He said rigorous, and we're there.
As a handyman, have you ever deliberately prolonged a job just so that you could bill a client for more hours?
Yep.
Wow.
That answer is true.
Lost his business.
That's one truthful answer.
I can explain.
What explanation could there be?
Well, this guy was kind of a... Can I say I don't know.
Apparently, you're able to say that very easily.
Okay, he was kind of one of those and decided to write me a bad check or 2, so I made up for it.
So what you're saying is it's an isolated incident that you would do?
Yes, it was. Only one person, so any clients watching...
Now, 2 things, right? First of all, that's totally understandable, and it shows you how the dynamics of this show might work. Just because somebody says they know secrets about their father that their mother doesn't know doesn't necessarily mean it's something bad. So that's an indication of that. Also, this guy's clever. You notice what he just did there? He said it was only the one time because obviously the moment of truth lie detectors are not going to pick up the quantity of how many times he's done this. So that was very smooth. If he has actually ever done this again, it's not going to pick up. It's not going to rate. And as people keep saying in the comments, lie detectors are bullshit, Mr. Black. Why do you keep saying they're faith of them? They're shite.
They are, but they still do show some results.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like, I haven't seen many of the people on here protesting the decision. You know, these people seem to be going, all right, okay. There's been several crime cases where police, maybe they weren't able to use it in court, the actual results of a lie detector, but it pointed them in the direction of deception that helped solve the case. And there's loads of those. One, as we mentioned before, was the case of Sasha Samsudin. Lie detectors aren't complete BS. There is something in them. They're just not admissible in court, and that's probably a good thing.
Question 2. Have you ever made a wax replica of your private parts?
Okay.
Can you even do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
You can do that, actually. You can get...
Colonial Willy.
Yeah, great. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually what they're called.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh, man, I thought you were really cool and you just came up with something amazing, but you really have just looked that up, haven't you?
I am cool, but I am aware of those things exist. I haven't done it.
But
this question is so specific, I know he has done it.
Clone your Willie. Dude, he looks like a clone your Willie. I'm not going to talk about whether or not I've cloned my Willie because I'm not allowed to talk about my wife anymore, remember?
Yeah, but it's not your wife you cloned. It's your
I'm not
Willie
allowed
you
to talk
cloned.
about my wife anymore, Tom.
So I've heard you can do that.
So you've read.
My friends tell me.
Yes.
His name's William.
Yeah, I have.
Middle name William.
My wife was gonna bring it with her, but it wouldn't fit in her purse. So.
Whoa.
He is one clever contestant, man. Zinger is here and there, everywhere.
Got my sense of humor. He's like me. Quick-witted, sharp, on the ball,
Hardworking, alpha male, jackhammer.
and other stuff.
That answer is true.
What I lie about that? Come on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's two truthful answers. I'm just picturing a wax replica. Did you put a wick in it and make a candle out of it? Yeah. That's got to look pretty as a centerpiece. Maybe I should ask Amy, your wife,
Can I have
what
it?
would one use that replica for?
We don't need to. No, just go on.
Hazel, did you have any idea that this was one of your son's hobbies?
I don't know him.
Well, Hazel, if you don't know him, you're going to get to know him if you hang
Oh,
out.
boy.
She don't know him, but she does know your grandma probably.
She might be my grandma. So here's my question. Where do they come up with this stuff? This is not a random question. Hey, let's throw this in. Maybe see if he's cloned his Willie. No, that's not what's happened, right?
Yeah.
They've likely talked to the people on that stage. God knows who else, run background checks. I don't know. But they've definitely dug into these people's lives to find out these little jewels, pardon the pun, to bring up and show on stage.
Question 3. Have you ever felt that your wife is excessively jealous of other women?
That I can answer pretty quick. Yes. Yes.
That answer is true.
Three truthful answers. Does she have reason to be?
No, I've tried to
You've tried to what?
show her that, no reason to be.
Did you know that he thinks that you're sometimes excessively jealous?
Yeah.
Is that a reasonable thing to have said?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
So you're jealous.
I used to be.
Question 4.
Maybe that's why they made the clone Willie.
Well, if you're going to give it up to other women, then I want one I can carry with me. $14.95. I got you, baby. 3 easy payments.
Has your wife, Amy, ever said anything that hurt you enough to make you cry?
Thanks.
Amy, do you know the answer to this?
Yeah.
Getting emotional.
Yeah, she did.
That answer is true.
That's 4 truthful answers. Can you tell us what she said?
No.
Not so into going there again, huh?
There's other questions I'll go into detail with, maybe.
She said, can
So
you
it may
clone
come
his
up.
Willie?
Maybe.
Did it make you feel any different about your husband to see a big man like that cry?
A little bit, yeah. I fell more in love with him.
Aww. That could been you hurt.
Marcus is on his investigation shit again. Like,
Marcus.
nah, Mark.
Oh, Mark is. I thought you called him Marcus.
No, Mark is on his investigative shit. He asked a question, the dude is like, nah, I don't want to talk about it. So he's like, hey, but let's try with your wife.
I'm going to call him Marcus from now on. Marcus Wahlbergus.
Marcus Wahlberg was the investigator.
Question 5. Would you say your wife is the most attractive woman you ever dated?
Not anymore. Not since she got that
Amy,
Willie.
any idea what he'll answer on this one?
Not sure.
You're not sure.
Here comes the jealousy.
She's attractive and beautiful, and I love her. But, no.
That answer is true.
Sore. That answer is
One more
sore.
$10,000.
Man, I personally like butts, but not when they're followed up by a sentence that, like, you know,
Yeah.
I like it, but
Yeah, when the previous sentence is to soften what comes after the butt, it's not a great butt. You know, Nicki Minaj has a great butt.
hell yeah.
But this was not a great butt.
Well, Nicki Minaj is too big, man.
It
too
is, yeah.
big.
Look, dude, I liked it at the start because I didn't realize it was like a BBL or whatever, and I was like, dude, she's fit, like, and people were like, it's fake, and I'm like, you can't like get a butt transplant. I was wrong.
I like them natural, man, without bad sentences afterwards.
Tom like a butt like that, like a big overgrown belly button. That's the type of butt that Tom likes, like a little butt like that.
And don't judge my choices. I
Hey.
like what I like.
Hey, do it. Do it. Put the other half of the heart. What was that?
That's not the answer you particularly wanted to hear, huh, Amy?
No, maybe you'll get a chance to see him cry.
Well, I'm turned on.
Anything you'd like to say about that answer?
No.
No?
No.
I can think of about a million things you could say to make things a little bit better.
Shut up, Marcus.
No.
All right.
No.
Just trying to help you out.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, okay. For $10,000, question 6. Since you have had children, have you lost any of your sexual attraction to your wife, Amy?
No.
Let's find out if that's true.
That answer is
Correct, but
true.
Congratulations, that's $10,000. That's got to feel good, Amy.
Yes, it does.
And $10,000 has got to feel pretty good, too.
Yes, it does.
Question 7. Are you sexually attracted to any of your wife's sisters?
Oh. Well, that certainly got very deep very quick. I mean, I was just looking at it thinking, you know, he looks like an extra off of Friends.
yeah,
this is
he
kinda
looks like
like a-
Chandler.
Yeah, he's got that vibe. He could definitely be. He was in the Central Perk or some shit. And then, boom, you want to bang one of your wife's sisters or what?
One of which is sitting right here in front of us.
Like it. Her.
Yes.
Oh. Goodness.
That answer is
She's loving it.
true.
My sister!
Not me.
Oh man, that is true, man. Those questions, they just sting like a motherfucker. The previous question was like, are you jealous? And now this about the sister. She's gonna be jealous for her sister. It's gonna be weird family dynamics afterwards.
It's going to be very, very strange. But I don't know. It's weird because, like, my wife's sister's pretty. Oh, sorry. Whoops, not supposed to talk about my wife. The person I live with and am involved with and married to, her sister is very pretty, but I'm not sexually attracted to her. You know? Am I sexually attracted to her? Absolutely not. I mean, if that's how he feels, if that's truly, if he's being truthful and he's saying what he feels, then I mean, like, hey, dude, get your bag, baby, but whatever. That's not going to help your relationship.
Also, maybe on some meta level, this could be like explained as in, well, your sisters, you look very similar. Maybe I like you, but they're not that similar looking though.
Yeah. I've always wondered this about twins. Like, if you have a twin, your partner that loves you definitely wants to bang your sibling, especially if you're the slightly less good-looking twin. It is a thing, though.
Could be. I mean, everything's a thing nowadays.
I don't mean it's a fetish. I mean, like, you ever seen two twins and you look at them and you're like, one's a little better looking, right? It doesn't mean the other one's ugly. It's just the difference between them. There is a slight difference, right? I think you see it more with female twins. Maybe it's more to the style or the way they
Yeah,
do their makeup or whatever.
Or how they carry themselves,
It could
or
be-
their
yeah.
personality. This is so multifaceted in a way.
Yeah.
There's 5 girls in our family, so it could be.
So was you.
What? Well, it was, yes. We dated.
They dated.
You guys dated?
But he also dated one of my other sisters as well.
Oh, snap. My man going on here like sister wives. He got some Mormon shit going on here, bro. He dated 3 of them.
And there is 5, so he's halfway through already.
Hey. Well, I have not dated my wife's sister, thankfully. So my wife's definitely the one for me. But this guy, he definitely he sampled all the apples in the tree. Nice.
Oh my God!
Mom's jealous.
What if the other 2 sisters, they're not of age yet, and he's just waiting patiently?
Dude, how dark is this gonna get?
Very.
Holy cow! This is now a Howard Stern show.
Don't be giving away stuff. Let me see if I can get this right. You have 4 sisters.
One cousin.
Of the 4 sisters, total of 5 women, you married one and dated 2 others. Okay? So much to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna change gears a little bit here.
It's like marry,
Question
fucking
8.
kill, in any order.
Have you ever lied to your parents about your religious beliefs?
That's the follow-up question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of follow-up question was that, bro? We were getting good. It was getting good. What happened? And I was like, well, did you ever tell your mom you're a Christian when you're not? Did you tell her you went to church last Wednesday and you didn't really? You stayed home and watched Friends, did you? You did, didn't you? You dirty cunt.
He's the Rastafari and he's hard, man.
What's up with the hair? How did people even get their hair that way back in the day? I mean, it's just one massive shape. You know, whenever you crop something out on Photoshop and you don't do it good enough, remember you used to have to do it by hand? That's like what it used to look like. I must have this picture somewhere. My mom, when we were younger, we went to get photos done somewhere. You know, you could go to like Walmart or whatever, and they would have this like family budget photographer that would do photos. So we got photos done. Whatever happened, the background was too dark. She had long hair, but it was too dark. And when she was trying to cut it out, she couldn't see where the hair was. And she says, oh, well, I'll just make it like I have a bob. And she cut it out like she had a bob. And she looked as Protestant as she could. So it was not good. She definitely looked like a Pentecostal Sunday school principal teacher type of thing. It was not good. Yeah, she shouldn't have done that. I got to find that photo.
What faith did you grow up as?
Mormon.
Okay. And your parents are practicing.
Dude, called it. Mormon. What did I tell you? Any wonder he's going around the family with all the sisters. That's the part of the religion he likes. He's like, no, I'm not religious, but I like that part.
Mormon.
Yes.
Okay. Let's find out if your answer, yes, you have lied to your parents about your religious beliefs, is true.
That answer is true.
Well, that's 8 truthful answers. And that's, you know, when you talk about religion, it gets to be a very touchy subject. So, you want to elaborate on this? Tell us what was going on there?
I think it was just at a period where I was kind of questioning things and didn't want to upset them, so.
In what way did you lie?
I lied with my wife's sister.
No.
How's that?
I guess believed it.
I lay with her other
Is this
sister.
a big surprise to you, Hazel? Or
I think I'm aware of more things than he thinks I'm aware of.
Question 9. Do you think your father worked hard enough to provide for your family?
No.
That answer is true.
It's 9 truthful answers.
This is so fake. I'm going to stop the tear from coming. So fake. You better do this.
Yeah, Sims.
Stop, Tom. That's what women do to dry their tears so their mascara doesn't run. So they don't look like they were in a casting couch video, all right?
I know.
Dude, chill. Relax.
That's
Let them,
why I
dude,
have the glasses.
It's not a seizure.
Wait, what do you mean?
Dude, stop.
What do you mean?
Leave women alone.
I've left them
Believe
alone.
all women.
Well.
Women dry tears, right? It's on t-shirts. It's a movement. It's a hashtag on Twitter, all right?
Yeah, but why do I have to leave them alone?
Stop doing this and making fun of them. When I do it, they know that it's sympathetic. It's like I'm pro turf, all right? Team
this.
turf, baby.
and a very sensitive subject. Did you, Hazel, realize that your son felt that his father didn't work hard enough to provide?
She's like, which one? Which father?
Not really. I thought I was keeping it from everybody.
You do your
the
best as
kids.
a mom to protect your children from the drama in the house.
Yeah.
I guess what we're learning is, as you know things about him that he didn't think you knew, kids know stuff about their parents you don't think you know as well.
Yeah.
I hope it's not very much.
You love your mom a lot, though, don't you?
Oh, yeah. She's great.
Looking more and more like Chandler by the second, by the way.
Next question, do you love your mom?
Well, dude, you know that's coming.
Of course.
That's exactly what's coming. Do you love your mother more than you love your father? And would you
So
date
you
her?
remarried, and your father is also remarried, or is he single?
Remarried.
How often do you see your dad?
Not too often.
Question 10. When visiting your father, do you think your stepmother intentionally does things to make you feel unwelcome?
Bro, starting to get good. Mommy blows best. Yeah.
Yeah, Chandler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That answer is true.
That's 10 truthful answers, one more $25,000. Do you really feel that way, that your stepmother would intentionally do things to make you feel unwelcome?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Amy, are you aware of this?
Yes.
It's hard to talk about.
Yes.
Have you guys discussed this at all?
A little bit.
Banged her.
Discussed it with
Totally
your father
banged
at
her.
all?
No, not really.
Smashed her.
You think your dad will be able to listen to that? Is he a pretty reasonable man?
I hope so.
This is your $25,000 moment of truth. And this next question is not going to be asked by me.
Stepmom. Dad.
You still have time to stop it if you want.
Dude, please.
He's the dad.
No, let's go.
Then for $25,000, your question 11 is going to be asked by your father, Chuck, is here. Let's welcome Chuck to the show.
Can't be happening. Bro. Oh dear.
Now we're at a very serious situation as it comes to your relationship with your son and a lot of things that have been discussed. But right now, our only concern is question 11. If you can be brave enough and honest enough and answer it truthfully, it'll be worth $25,000.
It looks like a
The
Chuck.
question comes from your father, so whenever you're ready, Chuck, question 11.
Mike, despite the life you've led, do you think that I still love you?
Oh.
This was not a question that our producers came up with. This came from Chuck.
Yes, I do. Yes.
You're clapping for something reputable for once.
That answer is true.
Well, I'm a little disappointed because, I mean, I was expecting so much more than that. Somebody should have hit that buzzer because we know we would have got a better question then. I was expecting something better, something deeper, you know? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if you did fuck Chuck's wife? That's the kind of stuff I was looking for. And we got this. Do you think I still love you? Nobody cares, man. Fuck's sake. I've grown to expect something from this show, and I'm so far let down a little bit. All right, commenter.
You just helped your son win $25,000. Congratulations.
Go ahead. Love you so much. So proud of you.
Nah, man, I think it's fine. Sometimes it's nice to see some wholesome shit. Not only like people cringe the fuck out and being awkward in public and shit like that. This is a nice break of that.
Tom's fired.
Chuck, thank you very much.
Thank you.
about that?
Thanks. Yeah.
You okay?
I'm great, Mark. Yeah.
Look, obviously there's a lot of pain in your family, but I don't think that's any different than most of the families watching the show, that if we look hard enough, there's pain for all of us. And that was uncomfortable, I'm sure, for you.
Very, very.
But could you see how emotional it was for your father?
Yeah, and that's why it was emotional for me.
Yeah.
I don't see him like that very often.
So through all of this, two grown men letting each other know that they love one another is not such a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Question 12. Have you ever thought that your past drug use may have caused permanent damage to your body? Mom, did you know about this? Okay. So, have you ever thought that your past drug use may have caused permanent damage to your body?
Yes. Yes.
That answer is true.
3 more, $100,000.
I haven't heard his answer yet, but I do agree with him because when I was younger, I was also enjoying life in more obnoxious ways than I'm used to right now. And sometimes I do think, hey, it probably would have been a lot more different if it wouldn't have been like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with a beard, bro. I've done a line of bud.
6% beer, man. Get me fucked up.
I've had a dab of Coors, shot of Guinness, man. Bro, wow.
Damn, man, you've been wild.
I'll be honest, I've had a few snake bites in my day. You don't know what that is? Check it out. It's when you take cider, beer, and a little bit of blackcurrant dilute.
Oh, wow, man. No, wow. Well,
That's, hey, we may have all messed our bodies up.
Now, the question asks you about your past drug use. Is your drug use in the past?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And the future. As a matter of fact, I'm like now.
Was it pretty serious?
It was probably for about a year to 2 years. Pretty intense daily stuff.
Question 13.
What is up with the mom? What is this constant?
it's being fake.
Have you ever had a sexual fantasy about a friend's wife?
Oh, yeah. Hammer time.
Yeah, I have.
He's gulping
that
over there.
Answer is true.
Anything you want to say about that? Amy, any idea whose friend's wife you might have had a fantasy about?
A couple.
A couple.
A couple.
Question 14. Have you ever had sexual relations with any of your wife's sisters? You did date 2 of them.
Yeah, but
One of them's here.
yeah.
Well, we know
So,
who it is.
What is the truth? Have you ever had sexual relations with any of your wife's sisters?
No.
Well, that's a lie.
Let's find out.
That answer is
Obvious.
true.
Man, why did you comment to review this episode? If this man didn't sleep with his stepmother by the end of this is a horrible suggestion. You made me think this was the best one. Oh, you got to cover the Michael Greenland or whatever his name is episode. What is this? Well, you wanted us to have some hope? We got enough hope. We're happy people. We come here to not be happy.
Amy, she's getting demolished. I mean, this question, yeah, it lifted her up, but
Oh,
everything
yeah.
before that was just terrible, man.
It's really not that bad, to be honest. Like, it depends on, okay, he dated some of his wife's sisters, but when? Was he like 14, 23, and then got with her when they were 30? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, whatever, dude.
But there's still one more question left. let's just see what be going on.
It's got to be a banger. If he wasn't nailing his stepmom,
I'm not happy.
I told you.
Thank you for asking that question.
Thank you for asking that question. She doesn't believe us.
Well, Amy wanted to know the answer.
That's right.
So has that been a question that's bothered you?
Maybe that's how they get the questions. Those people on the couch, they send in the questions.
well, that's what I said. That probably some of the
Yeah.
people on the couch. Were you here earlier?
Yeah, not for a brief while. But no, I heard what you said before, but now the realization came to me like, oh shit, that is what
But
for
you
sure.
said it in a way that as if you came up with it.
The realization came. That's why I said it like that.
It reminds me of that scene in Lion King when Timon and Pumbaa find Simba laying down, and Pumbaa's like, I got an idea. We could keep him with us and have him protect us. And Timon's like,
Hey, I've got it. What if he's on our side? You know, having a lion around might not be such a bad idea.
that's a great idea. See, that's why I come up with the ideas. It just reminds me of that scene.
You see, it's like 20 minutes later, bro. Let me have my thoughts.
I'll let you have my thoughts. Yeah, okay.
You for some time, I would imagine having dated a couple sisters that could be a little sticky.
Yes.
Sticky. Well,
Literally.
Now it's done.
It's over.
don't talk
And now
dirty.
her husband will leave her alone about the same question.
Question 15. Have you ever had sex with any of your friends' wives?
Oh. Oh, boy.
Amy, do you have any idea what the answer to this question might be?
Yes.
You know, if you don't want to hear the answer, the button's still in play. So, have you ever had sex with any of your friends' wives?
We were on a break!
Yes.
But she knew.
That answer is
Awkward.
true.
But if they know,
It's a lot of money, Michael, and yet that question brought your wife to tears, so I have to question if it's worth the $100,000. Amy, you want to talk about this?
Not really, no.
Not really. You felt like you knew the answer to this question when I asked it.
Yes. And she's like a sister to me, and I haven't known
oh,
for 9 years.
he's got a habit of that.
You guys gonna be okay? Well, you've got $100,000, but now you're faced with another decision. Michael,
Seriously? Is that all there is?
It looks like it.
That's the end? That's all we get of the episode? We don't know what happens at the end? How can you be so satisfied? I'm pissed.
I'm a happy person, man.
If you're pissed and you don't like Tom, put it in the comments below.
Hey, man, I think that was a good episode, man.
It wasn't
there.
good. There was one question that was good. And she already knew it. The wife already knew it. Dude, nothing will top Lauren Cleary.
Oh, that is true.
She's my favorite. She's my favorite so far. Well, I guess that's some of the moments of truth of the Michael Greenland episode. Dude, let me know below if you've seen this episode and there actually is more to go on that we didn't see. Or did he decide to take the money and run, which is definitely would have after that question, I think. Because if that's the thing that came up, then you know what's following that's not going to be very good.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it seems like she already knew it. I don't understand all the crying and all the mom's, eye poking, but yeah, I guess that's what we're left with.
Amy's emotions, they're true. Like, even though, yeah, you know the answers to the questions, but still, like, it hurts to listen to that
Yeah.
shit. I think mom's fake as shit. I think not everybody, but most people who go to church, they're fake as shit.
No, I disagree. And I'm going to tell the story again because the last time I told it, this cut it out, right? I went to church back in the day, a place called Walnut Street Baptist. He cut this out
I'm gonna
for no
cut it out
reason.
again.
Right? I went to Walnut Street Baptist. The way it happened is I was kind of a little shit in school and I was fighting everybody and beating everybody up. And I punched a guy in the arm in my class. His name was Brandon Kelly. I punched him in the arm and he was like, dude, you need to go to church with me. And I was like, what? Okay. So he picked me up that night, him and his mom, took me to church. And when you get there, remember we talked about the potlucks? Right? So they had like this big buffet kind of like potluck all lining the walls with tables, right? And it was like, I don't know, $4 or some shit like that, right? I went in, I didn't have the money. They paid for me the first time, and then I kept going to church with them because it was really cool, right? Every Wednesday I would come in. I didn't have money, so I would just skip. No, I'm not going to eat, and just sit with everybody and not eat. That happened a couple times. Next time I went in, the lady was like, "You're paid." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "You're paid. You don't have to pay. Go ahead. It's already been paid. You're taken care of." So I get to sit and eat all this delicious food. The next Wednesday I come in again. You're paid. The next Wednesday, you're paid. Every Wednesday I'm coming in, I'm going to pay them. Who's paying for me? They wouldn't tell me who's paying for me, but you're paid. Go sit down, eat, enjoy yourself. Found out years later that it was my friend's mom paid for me. So no, some church people are really, really nice, and they really follow and practice what they preach and believe it. And that church specifically had a lot of people like that. Now, to be fair, I went to some other crazy-ass churches where it was not so much the case. But most of the people I came across growing up that went to church were really nice and didn't look down on anybody, and they just believed what they believed and hoped you would come to church with them. But if you didn't, they weren't going to think any less of you. But again, that's where I was. I don't know what it's like in Latvia. I don't know anybody really that.
I'm also not saying everybody in the church is like that. Of course, no, there are nice people everywhere, but on every 10 nice people, there is one huge asshole.
Yeah, I think that's in every group. And of course, there are people who are going to use their religion as a way to make themselves taller in life than other people, and that is true. I've definitely experienced that. I just was very lucky with the people that I came into contact with, the ones that didn't try to force me to speak in tongues, and they really looked after me. And I couldn't recommend better people, to be honest. Even though I'm not a Christian now, and I don't believe anymore. I've had really nice people, but fuck that Mormon shit, though. Seriously, what, dude? Marion. I don't know about him specifically, but my wife watches. I'm not supposed to talk about it. My wife watches the Sister Wives, and that's like the guy who has like 7 wives or whatever. Bro, get that shit out of here. Get it out of here. I don't care about your religion. Some religions think you can marry minors, like 15, 14, 13-year-olds. Get that shit out of here. I'm not respecting a religion like that. No chance, bro. Dude, it's bad enough. It's bad enough to appreciate speaking in tongues and shit. Not appreciate, but accept that, all right, if that's what you want to do, that's bad enough to have to accept that. I'm not going to go as far as like, 7 wives, bro.
No, I'm not religious either, but I do believe there is something higher than me. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not a bearded guy who I gotta go to the church to preach for that motherfucker. Nah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's you know what? When you look at things nowadays as well, like left and right. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm somewhere in the middle of get me the fuck out of here. And when I look at it, this is kind of my theory on it. On the right, we've got a bunch of people who think they can talk to the man in the sky. On the left, we've got a bunch of people who are men who think they're women in their heads. I don't fit in either one of those categories.
Me either, man.
Right? I have a hard time understanding both of those things. And that should be okay too. That's, you know what? That's my religion. It's called hard to stand deanity. Hard to understand deanity. Hard to understand deanity.
No, I'm trying to come up with my own. I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be
cool.
taking your ideas.
Well, you can't. Well, mine's the only one that's real.
Middle-Deterrian.
But mine's true. Mine actually is
Middle-Deterrian. Deterrianism.
No, see, but that's not a real religion. Mine is.
It is not.
Mine is the only one.
Yeah, sure,
Mine's
man.
the only one.
It's the only one in your head, same as the voices in your
Blasphemy!
head. Yeah, you see?
That's
all
the
peaceful,
problem,
man.
We're a peaceful religion of murder and sleeping with multiple wives and sisters.
It is what it is, man. Yeah, but that's
there's pro-ist groups now too. You want to talk about that?
No, I'm good.